You look beautiful. Okay. I will call the meeting to order. 9:21, December 4th. It's myself, Hannah Smith, Lonzo Tackett, Connie Redmond, and online we have Julie Cooper and Jerry Tenbush. Thanks for being here, everybody. Public comment? No? You guys want to make a comment now or after? Or? Okay.
Would this be an appropriate time for me to request? I have to leave at 9:45. And I do have some comments that I wrote out just in case you get to this agenda item after me, but could you tell me which, sorry, I don't have the agenda in front of me. Oh, yeah. Would it be okay to bump item 7
Sure.
up?
Yeah.
Just so that I'm here in the
Yeah,
flesh to talk
absolutely.
about it in case that's helpful. I don't know how much you'll want to talk about it. But
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Can we just review or adopt the minutes real fast?
Yep.
Everybody okay with last meeting's minutes?
Yes.
All right. I will make a motion to adopt and accept the minutes from last meeting, November 6th.
I second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, Taylor. Go for it.
whenever. I'm searching my,
7.
it shouldn't be so hard to search Outlook. Yeah, could I? Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're skipping forward to item 7, which was, this has been we keep pushing this out onto future agendas, but, you all might remember kind of over the course of this last year, you've discussed potentially changing the scope, the geographic scope of the DEC instead of focusing only and exclusively on the downtown zone, expanding that focus to include either the entire city or, I mean, we didn't really get into it. So would it be the entire city or would it be certain other additional parts of the city where you focus just, whatever types of economic development work you're doing as a commission. And so that would require the council to decide, to agree and decide to change the scope, the geographic scope of the DEC. You could do that. You could make that change and still remain part of the Main Street program as long as your focus stayed the core of the downtown. So yeah, I don't remember if there was a specific reason for pushing this discussion to this specific agenda item. Maybe it's because at the next meeting, are they going to start their annual planning? And so maybe we'll want to figure this out sooner than later. If it's something that we're going to work on in the coming year.
Because we would have to basically probably write it up and then send it to council.
Right.
To get their approval.
Yep. Figure out what the council thinks of it. If they think that's a bad idea, then probably not worth spending the time and effort to work on.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, unfortunately, staff, we don't have a super firm recommendation either which way. I think there could be a great opportunity there to broaden the impact of the DEC on Estacada and the overall economic development of the city. At the same time, you also have recently discussed how you're wanting to more deeply kind of engage with the Main Street program. There are untapped opportunities in that program, and there's just only so much that you can focus on as a commission realistically. And so in my mind, if I were the one making this decision, I feel like that those are the sort of the two paths. Do I want to focus more intensely on more deeply understanding how we can engage and take advantage of the Main Street program, or do we want to talk with the council about expanding the scope and the focus of the DEC to include other parts of the city? I think that's something that I think those are the two kind of options for big things you might focus on in the next 6 months or even the next year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm curious what you all feel about that. And I think that there are, as I said, I think there are great opportunities with both options. I don't think either option would necessarily be a bad decision. I think the best decision would be the one that the DEC members feel most, confident behind and most excited to push forward. So.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think how I see it is the point would be really, I don't think that we would be planning more things outside of the region. I think it's more being able to market for those things. If I remember clearly or understanding clearly. Is
Yeah,
that, just so we can
talk about more things.
post about the run, the park up the street. That's not technically downtown, but I think that's kind of the vibe. From what I remember, there wasn't anything else specific other than being able to market it,
Yeah,
from what I remember.
for
Does
sure.
that sound right?
Yeah, and then us communicating with the other departments,
Mhm.
and then that way we can, if they're doing something, then we can also, shed light on it. Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So I think moving forward, it would be important for the members, for us to maybe do a pros and cons, maybe when we're all here. Because like you said, Taylor, I don't think there's like anything overpowering one side that it's like, no, don't want to go down that. I don't think it's like that big of a deal. I don't know.
Yeah, and if it ends up being the case that that's really the only aspect of your focus that you're wanting to expand to include, all
Mhm.
parts of the city or all parts of even kind of just the local area, even if
Yeah.
it's outside of, there are some businesses, farms and things outside of city limits that
Right.
are still contributing to the local kind of
Mhm.
community vibrance.
Yeah.
So yeah, it may be the case, if that's the only issue, then it may be the case that I don't have the code memorized, but the code might not be preventing you from doing that. It might
Mhm.
just be a matter of, should we get some explicit council interpretation or like explicit council
Yeah.
approval? Yes, we would like the DEC
Mhm.
to work on things like that too.
Yeah. Because I guess now that I'm saying this out loud, because I don't think that I think we are able to post about things outside the core. Or are we
Yeah.
not?
I don't
Like like trick or trot, and
pull up the code.
because I know we're not supposed to market individual businesses. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the code itself, I'll pull up the code. I'm not sure if the code itself like dictates where you're supposed to do promotion or,
How far?
yeah, like the
The
geographic
vicinity.
location of the events
Right.
or happenings that you're supposed to be
Mhm.
promoting. Do they have to be in the downtown
Mhm.
proper according to the code? I'm not sure about that.
Because what are your thoughts, Connie? I mean, do you think this would be a big, I mean,
Well-
what would change other than marketing? Would we be able to do more
As long-
events or different events? Or-
Well, as long as we don't if we stay a Main Street program,
Yeah.
but we expand our area, if that doesn't jeopardize our standing as a Main
Mhm.
Street, then that would be okay.
Right, then might as
Um,
well.
And I'm still on the fence about whether to stay Main Street or go to an economic development, just because I've been with this so long and it took us so long to get to this point. But I can see the benefit of both, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But we don't have to decide now.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think it would be beneficial to, with everybody here, to go over pros and cons. And if anybody has any ideas other than what we're talking about here, Julie, do you have any input or ideas or what this would mean if we expand?
Yeah, and
Or
I
it's
think it's
just-
definitely something that it would be a good idea to sit down and brainstorm kind of all together. I'm on the same page as Connie. I mean, I see both sides, but it's, yeah, I couldn't give you an answer whether, I would want to stay a part of the program or not, because I can see both sides of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the code right now and it does leave room for some interpretation. It's clearly very focused on promoting downtown Estacada
Right.
specifically, but I'll give you an example of the language here. Item B, to recruit and organize volunteers and committee members and engage them in meaningful work that contributes to the vitality of downtown Estacada. You can interpret that. I mean, you can, I really don't, I'm not stretching this in bad faith here. I think there are a lot of things that can contribute to the vitality of a city's downtown core that might be happening outside of that downtown area, but involving some of the, downtown organizations or merchants, or, in some way you're drawing people in, you're getting them exposed to some of the local happenings or the local groups or businesses or offerings, right? Even if that specific event is happening outside of the downtown core. If there's a relationship there, you're still bringing people in
And the Whitewater Festival is a good example. Everything's happening up there, but
Right.
everybody comes, people up there that were camped would send people into town to get hot chocolate or coffee from the grind or Planet Cup of Joe. People come through, and so I can see that.
Yeah. And I think, another good example, item D, to plan and execute programs which will grow the downtown Estacada economy and encourage both visitors and residents to patronize downtown Estacada businesses.
Right.
So yeah, there's all kinds of initiatives and efforts and actions and promotions that I think can contribute to that, growth and like encouraging patronizing and visiting downtown that might not be happening directly in downtown. So I think there's room there. I think that focus still needs to be, clear in mind that the goal is to
Downtown.
keep the focus on downtown.
Yeah.
But I do think there's probably a little more flexibility than maybe we've been interpreting if we've been
Right.
deciding not to promote certain things just because they aren't
In the
physically
downtown core.
happening
Yeah.
in the downtown area. So maybe that's something we want to talk more about whenever we bring this back up to the
Yeah.
commission.
I think so. Because from just right now, it seems like we wouldn't have to make a change.
Right. To the code, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, I interpret that as focus is here, but if we want to post about the scavenger hunt going on in Campanella by Parks and Rec, then that's fine.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's plan on talking about this, hopefully when we have a full commission. If we want to add it, we can try next month and start the process of discussing it with more people, pros and cons, and if we need to go to the council, which we might not have to.
Right.
It's just good discussion. Okay.
Just
Thanks,
checking
Judy.
my notes to make sure I didn't forget to say anything I wanted to say.
Mhm.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, so Christmas tree lighting
Update.
update.
It was fabulous.
Mhm.
The weather wasn't the greatest,
Yeah.
but I kind of judge by how many coffee cups we went through. We had
Mm.
300, and at the end, we had probably about 80 left.
Wow.
So, we've had probably,
Yeah, it was packed in here.
yeah, it
And
was
outside.
packed in here. We didn't really have a glitch with the music, but Mr. Frunk and I kind of discussed where we wanted the music to be, and that just didn't happen, but that was okay. It would have been really crowded in here if the
Mhm.
choir wasn't here. Santa arrived on time. They found the music to play Here Comes Santa Claus, so
Mhm.
he pulled up on an engine. We had him, the public works guys, Marcos and Jared, were fabulous.
Mhm.
They just,
Yeah.
they
Being here on
took
a
care of
Friday.
everything. They put the pop-ups up. We didn't know about the wind. Tommy was here and he helped a lot. So it went really well. We didn't run out of hot chocolate.
Mhm.
We gave the remainder of the cookies away. It went well.
Mhm. Yep, the flip or the switch worked. Flip.
Yeah. And only two
Switch
screaming
the flip.
kids.
Two screaming
Only two screaming
Oh.
kids with Santa.
from
So,
Santa. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I missed that one.
Pardon?
I missed that one. That's funny.
And we were out of here by
Yeah.
7:30.
Nice.
The face painting lady was a hit. So we
Mhm.
definitely want to bring her back for next year.
Yeah,
So it was good.
yeah. Regardless of the wedding, rain, I think it
Yep.
was great. A lot of people.
Yep.
Um,
Did you notice downtown? Because they had First Friday. How did it look
Oh,
downtown?
we were slammed. We,
Really?
yeah,
Because the
That
chamber had
is-
a thing at the Spiral Gallery.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
yeah, we were absolutely slammed.
That's
It
awesome.
was- The whole weekend and week was just nuts at the brewery.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I missed out on Friday because Alice was sick, but Saturday and Sunday and everything, and our numbers were good on Friday.
Good,
So
Good.
really good.
good, good.
Yeah.
I do have to say that I did it was a busy day for me also, but I had quite a few people come in after the tree lighting and just compliment how well it was and
Oh,
how many people attended and really enjoyed it.
okay. So Julie, are you involved with Alonzo, with the candy cane thing that Jordan is doing?
I have no idea about it.
No,
Oh.
I was not a part of that, but I know a couple businesses were. I think
Okay.
Moss Rock and
I see all the candy canes.
Yeah.
If
And
you
I
have a
think
candy
Spiral
can, you're
Gallery.
a part of
Well,
it.
I know Proactive has a
Mhm.
candy cane
Mhm.
flyer up, but they
Mhm.
don't sell anything, but they're still,
Yeah.
so they're not part, they didn't pay to be part of
Oh.
it, but they still want people to come in and
Okay.
get information. So,
Hmm.
okay. Just wondered. Thank you.
Thanks for the comment. That's good. Good to know. Okay. That was a hit. And I think maybe just for next year, the fall gets all busy, but just being mindful of posting about it ahead of time, quicker,
Yeah.
faster. I mean,
Social media though is
just
any event that I've done, and we ask people how they heard about it, Facebook,
mhm.
social media.
Good.
I mean, we put flyers up, but
Yeah, I think it's
Facebook is it.
good to do both.
Was
But
it,
just-
are you saying you would have preferred posts to happen farther in advance?
Yeah, just,
A little bit, maybe a week.
and I mean, I guess that falls on me because I send you guys the stuff. But just for my own mental prep, start in November. So people know, well, November, maybe in October, because I guess it's the first Friday of December.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah. Well,
little
I'm-
things like that.
I'm thinking like staff work plan calendar. Are
Mhm.
there reminders we could set ourselves to
Yeah.
make sure something shows up on the agenda,
Mhm.
to make sure you guys
Sure.
get a reminder in
Remember.
time?
Oh, it'll be on my
we-
agenda.
Yeah, because once August comes, it's just like
Yeah, there's always,
flies by and
Oh,
now we have October
school starting,
It's just
everyone's-
wild.
yeah.
But just a mental note for my own, because most people know that we do that,
Yeah,
but not everybody.
yeah.
Because people keep moving here, which is great. So that's just a mental note for myself, but, all right. Well, let's move on to the OMS board meeting recap that we did.
Yeah.
We had
Lonzo.
Lonzo, thanks for having us
Oh, yeah.
on the
that was
morning,
awesome.
a couple
Yeah.
weekends ago, weeks ago.
Yeah.
Um,
I
We
thought it was
watched it.
okay.
Hmm?
I thought it was okay.
Mhm.
yeah, it's just a lot of info.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It was
I have
info overload.
notes, but I don't really know. Yeah, good stuff on like storytelling about your town,
Mhm.
why they should come visit, have a business, why, why is our downtown important?
And another city was like gonna start doing the same thing that we do, that we are under the city of Estacada, and they were gonna do the same thing
Yeah,
also.
they were thinking about it.
Mhm.
So what was the recap?
That was it. That was it.
Yeah.
We were there and we
Yes.
listened, and it was 2 hours, and
Yeah.
good information, but I mean, there's going to need to be more conversations about this as a group to
Mhm.
continue forward. I mean, we're not going to make a decision just based on that Zoom.
Yeah.
It was a good start.
Mhm.
And just brought light to, so Taylor, maybe you remember this. Do you remember when
Julie-
Sherry, huh?
Yeah. Was Julie there at the,
Colton or Cooper?
both of them?
Neither.
Okay.
Um,
When was,
Taylor, what was I asking you?
do I remember when Sherry?
Oh, Sherry Stewart.
Yeah.
Do you
The-
remember when she came?
Uh-huh.
When
Yeah, I was
that last
online.
year or 2 years ago?
I
But
think
she
it was about
came,
a year ago.
okay, maybe early
Year and a
January,
half.
February, March.
Yeah.
She came to talk about the Main Street program, because I think that's maybe when we started questioning.
Yep.
But she also was bringing up like the grant that we get, the 3,500
Yeah,
per
for
person to,
yeah, assistance with, I think, strategic planning
Yeah.
and outreach
Mhm.
related to the strategic plan.
and I know we chose not to
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason. I don't remember. We all voted on it, I think.
Yeah.
But that was cool to learn about that and just kind of remind like, oh, well, maybe that is something that if it's offered
Yeah. Yes,
moving forward, just things
definitely.
like that,
Yeah.
little nuggets that it was like, okay, maybe that would be beneficial
Yeah.
going forward
definitely.
if we do stay, and taking these things a little bit more serious.
I think part of that discussion, I would expect, the reasoning behind that was at least in part because you had an existing strategic plan that wasn't yet expired. I think the plan is, I think it's a 3-year plan.
Oh, okay.
3, maybe 5, but maybe 3. So either way, with each passing year, it's a little more outdated. It
Mhm.
might have been done during COVID.
Okay, maybe.
And so, yeah, whether it's this year or next year, it'd be wise to look at, whether you're in the Main Street program or not, look at updating, revisiting, if not just doing a completely new strategic planning process.
Mhm.
Yeah, whether you're staying in the Main Street program, and especially if you do make any major changes to, or if the council does make any major changes to what your charge as a committee is,
Mhm.
strategic planning is really helpful for making sure your whole group understands what it is you're working on, what are the
Right.
goals you're working towards, and what are the steps that you're going to take to get to those goals. So
Yeah.
it's a really good process to go through, regardless of whatever kind of direction you choose between those two paths I was describing. And if you do use that assistance, if you get the grant, I think they assign you like a consultant,
Right.
if I remember correctly. They help you with a lot of the community involvement, or they at least provide support for that community involvement, which is, yeah, community engagement always ends up being way more work than you expect it to. It's super important,
But
but
how do we
it's
do
a
it?
lot. So,
Yeah.
So that's a great resource that,
Mhm.
if you stay in the program, I would definitely
Definitely think
recommend
about that.
tapping into.
Cause I forget why.
Free help.
I think,
Mhm.
yeah, we were maybe trying to get out, so we said no, and I don't remember.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of something that stuck out to me. It was just the reminder of that whole grant and,
Mhm.
and do you have to apply for that? Or does like everybody get it?
I
if you're
think it
part of
would be
It's
an
kind of like,
application process. Yeah. But I get the sense, I feel this was so long ago now, or it feels so long ago. I got the sense that it would not be hard for us to get that
Get it,
assistance
yeah.
if we asked for it.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
Before you leave, can I ask an off-topic question? For the Main Street construction.
Construction.
Yeah, what is there a timeline for that? Because it was supposed to be like last July,
Yeah.
and now
I am not the person
You're not
to
the person.
ask,
It's
but
Gary?
I could.
do know that construction is supposed to start at the beginning of this year of 2024.
Okay, so like
Right.
January,
And
February.
then I think it's anticipated to be completed in spring,
Mm.
but it's still kind of, I think they're working on.
It's always
design
longer,
and-
right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
depending on weather
Yeah.
and whatnot, but I believe it's supposed to start in next year, beginning
okay,
of next
perfect.
year.
Just before July 4th has to be
They
done.
said they'd be done.
Okay. Killer.
And you believe that. Bless you. Bless you.
A lesson in optimism.
Yeah. Great. Take
Thank
it
you.
from
I
ya.
think it'll be
It's a
done better.
huge sign outside of City Hall now that explains
Yeah.
the construction, and people can scan the QR code on it or the website
Oh,
to
that's
find
cool.
information,
It's a really
and
good
all of
sign.
the updates will be posted there.
Okay,
Sweet.
awesome. So I will open my eyes and read. Thank you.
I've got to run. It was lovely
Yeah.
to see you all.
Thank you,
and
Taylor.
See you next month.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks for being here. Okay, well, let's move on where you're not gonna interview anybody because nobody's here. Right, nobody's
Right.
online.
Yep, we went through number 7.
7's done. So real fast for the interview applicants. So does this automatically extend? Can we reopen
Yes,
the
yeah.
application process?
Yep.
Cool. Because I know a couple of people who wanted to get in. Awesome. So that'll extend. And then 7's done, 8.
So we'll
Yearly
extend
report.
the application process another month.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay,
Cool.
thank you.
Just remember, you definitely want to get your seats filled before your workshop in February, though.
Yeah.
Give those new people that, time to do their own research before that workshop, so that a educated decision can be made on the Main Street program when you guys
Mhm.
get to that point.
Yeah, good to know. And we can still, are you just recommending, Jerry, that we have a full commission, or it's just better, or?
Well,
just-
just the more people, the more people involved that are, actually, if everybody's actually putting in effort and doing the research, looking
Mhm.
into it, then that just more information that gets brought up, because everybody's going to remember different things when you guys get to that workshop, different pieces of material from the information about the Oregon Main Street program. Everybody's going to remember different things. Everybody's going to have things that they like about it. And if all of those ideas are brought to the table when you guys are discussing it, then more information is going to be, it's going to be better than,
Mhm.
just having what Hannah knows, or just having, what Lonzo knows. So that's my whole thought process there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you don't want to, get to that point, a decision's made, and then the two people that you decide to fill seats, they don't like anything about the Main Street program, and then you've got no, they're not putting in as much effort as the rest of the commission. I
Yeah.
just buy into you know, having people that are passionate about the decisions that you make. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling. I'm on cold medicine. Um, but yeah,
More
just
people, the better.
yeah, it would be nice to have everybody
Mhm.
with, you know, a full commission with where people have plenty of time to put in the effort, put in research on the Main Street program before that workshop. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I definitely don't want you to just fill seats with just to
Sure.
fill seats.
Yep. Agree.
When Sherry was appointed, I did send her all of the Main Street info, like packets that
Yeah.
we had on the website.
Sweet.
So for this next applicant, I can do the same.
Mhm.
Make sure
Cool.
they read
Okay.
through
Yeah,
it
that'd be
and-
great.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. I agree. So hopefully we get some more people.
Yeah, I had somebody who was going to apply and I didn't see her application. I think life got in the way, but I'll follow up with her.
Busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
So
follow
I
up
think,
with her.
yeah, extending this,
Yeah.
till whenever. Well, so real fast, do we want to talk about our meeting?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So January 1st, I think is our next meeting, but
Mhm.
nobody wants to do that.
No,
And City Hall won't be open, so.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
I won't be in the right headspace. I don't think.
No. So,
So we
Um,
could do the next day, the Tuesday, the 2nd, I believe, at the same time, or.
or the
if
week later.
there's- Yeah.
I
the
I
next
won't be able
week.
to make that one. I'll be at a VA doctor's appointment.
The 8th,
I'd
The
say
second.
just
second,
Second.
okay.
Yeah, second. I won't be able to make the
Okay.
second.
Julie chime in and Jerry, if you guys have any input for, we're talking about the 1st of January. We're obviously not going to have that meeting and we're thinking about doing January 8th, just the following Monday.
Yeah, Monday the 8th would be best for me.
Okay.
And at 9 AM still?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say so. Julie, do you have any input or?
The 8th on, yeah, is
would be
perfect.
better? Okay, awesome. Then let's do that. Just postpone it a week.
Yeah.
Please. And then with that being said, so people will have all of, what do you think the deadline for this? If we want to interview them on the 8th, what would the deadline be?
I would be making your packet the week before, so probably
Hopefully.
January 1st, January 2nd.
That week?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can tell, because I know people are going to forget because this is a busy month, but
Yeah, I believe I make
Whatever.
your packet the Wednesday before, so
Yeah.
that would be January 3rd.
okay. Cool. So we're schedule that so for the 8th. And then, so number 8, quarterly report check-in. This is where we need to send you like our volunteer hours and stuff.
Yes, and if you have any other updates about businesses or housing, any like project renovations that you know of that have happened within October to January.
Okay.
Yes, and I included the worksheet for it
Mm,
for reference again, and then at the end there's the volunteer hours, program commentary, outreach committee,
Hmm.
promotion committee, design, any updates that you'd want included for those.
okay. So only from October to January-ish.
Yeah, I guess it'd be October to the end of December.
Mhm.
And I have to submit the quarterly report at the beginning of January. So I
Okay.
would need your comments by the end of the month.
Okay. So we can just email that to you,
Yes.
whatever we have. I mean,
Yep.
Nothing really. stands
And
out,
yeah, if you
but-
don't have information for specific
Like
things,
housing and
don't worry
stuff?
about it. Yeah, we can leave stuff empty if we don't know.
Okay. Well, then I'll add that to my list. Awesome. And then number 9, city newsletter. This is going out January
Yes.
15th, I think, right? Elena
Yes,
said?
Elena said she'd need everything by January 15th. And
Okay,
it would go out from the city.
okay. And anybody, we can just talk about that real fast. on the top of your head, anything that we want to add to that, this is from the city, so not from us.
Yep. To
Talking
whoever, yeah.
about maybe probably future stuff
Mhm.
versus like what we did last year.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice if we did a short blurb about what DEC does as
Mhm.
far as the parade, the tree lighting, Oktoberfest, and we're always wanting volunteers.
Mhm.
And check our website or whatever, just put a reminder out there of what we do and that we need people. So
Yep.
it's not gonna
Our
be,
plans for this year,
yep,
you
Yep.
know, potentially,
Yep.
well, no, uncorked wouldn't be us.
Hmm.
Uncorked.
that's up for discussion. But definitely the ones that we know, the 4th of July parade, the
Mhm.
Oktoberfest, you know, if other things pop up,
Mhm.
we just would like to have people know that we're always looking for volunteers.
Yeah.
And it's not a life commitment. It's just,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
short
So
commitment.
my recommendation for Oktoberfest is until it's established, until it's something that's established that everybody just knows this event is going to happen at this time every year. You just need to keep it fresh in people's mind. Keep,
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
talk about Oktoberfest every chance you get. Just until it's established, just like what Summer Celebration was, or the Timber Festival was. Once it gets established, or until it gets established like that, just keep it fresh in people's minds.
Yeah.
Talk about it as much as you can.
Good,
Mhm.
good advice.
Yeah. Okay, well then I'll compile some things and send that to you.
Okay.
If you guys are okay with that.
Mhm.
And the just content, not like pictures or anything, or
You can
You can let
send
me know, but-
pictures. Yeah. And I'll check with Elena to see if we can add them in, but yeah.
okay, or a collage.
Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. And then number 10, that's me. Content for December, I'll probably promote interview applicants.
Well, then
We could-
I think it might be nice just to say, everybody, it's been a great year. Thank you
Mhm.
for all your support for what we've done. We look forward, say nice thing, because I
Yeah.
mean, not just nice
Yeah, I'll
thing,
do
but,
some
we look
holiday New
forward to
Year
working
thing.
working with, people again in the
Mhm.
new year, but thank you to the city and all the people that helped this last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about all the.
But I don't think we have anything else going on.
Yeah, there's not much. So that's a good
Yeah.
final thank you, happy
Yeah,
new year
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
She's gonna post some slideshow of the Christmas tree
Yeah, yeah.
soon. I made
Yeah.
it. So whenever you post that.
Yeah.
Do you find the music or no?
I did not.
Weird.
But I can work on that when I get back.
Yeah. I'm sure there's something, whatever sounds good. Cool. So I'll do a thank you. We still have an open application with the deadline. And that's probably about it for this. This month. All right. So moving on, we're almost done. Public comment. Do you guys want to make a comment? Do you want to wait till he gets back or?
No.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yep. Just so we can all hear with the video. Thank you.
I need you to tell me, I don't know, given everything that you guys do, I don't know if what I'm talking about is appropriate. So if it's not, please tell me, because I tend to think, well, you're promoting downtown, but it may not be right. So cut me off if it's wrong. Okay. I wanted to talk about, just let you know about the city council meeting on Monday night, and that there'll be, you can send in comments, and they have to be in, I think, by 10 o'clock on Monday. And even though the planning commission did vote 5-0 to not prohibit residential on the Dunlop property on the ground floor, that doesn't mean apparently that the city council could choose to overturn it. So any kind of comments, if you can pass that on or feel yourself. I also wanted to let you know, we where is our website? I thought it would be up today. But our guy is kind of, gone dark on us or something, but I really think that it will probably go up today, which should, if people ask you what's going on, I will send a, how to get on that website and get the information you need. And in the first one, we hope to be addressing what comes up a lot is crime. People are concerned about that bringing in a big apartment is going to bring in a lot of crime, and just in the quality of the apartments, the lighting, the increased people working with, we plan to talk to Chief Mendoza about Neighborhood Watch. I just, our firm belief is that it's not going to turn into that kind of a thing. So if that helps with downtown Estacada Commission with bringing people down, that's what I have to say right now. So.
Yeah, I'll leave a comment about I have at least 3 employees that are living with their parents and they have nowhere to go here. Because there's no apartments, there's nothing. And so I'm very welcoming to your project, and I'm super excited for it to happen and have a place for, these younger adults, giving them a home, so that's where I'm at.
Thank you. So that will all be up on the website too. And I'll send information to you. Out of curiosity, you guys must have some specific newsletter that goes out all the time, like monthly or something? You do?
Yep, just once a month. We have a monthly newsletter, and then we're also on Instagram and Facebook. Kind of mirrors all
Okay.
of it together. It's like a trifecta.
That's what I need to get on.
Yeah, downtown Estacada, Facebook. And then there's the Estacada City Facebook. So there's a couple. And then Estacada Downtown is the Instagram.
Okay.
But do you have the website?
I will have it. Your website?
No, yours.
Oh.
That you're talking, or is it still not finished? You said somebody was
I
working on
think
it.
it's gonna go active today, but
Okay,
until I
got it.
know and we really get a chance to look at the last edit, I don't want anybody
Okay.
I don't want to have things in there that are
Yeah.
wrong, and then people, how
Yes,
that goes.
absolutely.
So I'll get it to you.
Sure. You're still working on it. Cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Do you have any comment? Oh, it was short and sweet. Yeah, we'll look forward to that website and okay. Commissioner comments? Go for it.
I got a phone call from one of the Wednesdays wine ladies, and they do want to start talking about Uncorked. I suggested that maybe they come to one of our meetings and bring it up. They're not here, but that doesn't mean that they're not interested.
Yeah.
If the biggest thing is going to be the format, how they want to do it. And even though it's not a DEC thing, it might be for next year, but we need to make sure, like Lonzo took on a big part of the Oktoberfest. We've got to have a partner that's willing to take on a big chunk of what it takes to put this on. So I'd like to find somebody from the DEC board that's willing to reach out to the Wednesday wine ladies and get the ball rolling. I'd be happy to be like a consultant, but I don't want to take it on. But I think, I think it's very doable. We've got the wine glasses.
Yeah, we've got some of the.
We've got 500 wine glasses and totes, so.
I think it's doable too, especially after what we did with Oktoberfest and I guess a short time.
But and I think with brainstorming a different format than what we had, and getting with OLCC to see if we can kind of do it more like a beer fest where we can have different wineries and different, the easier we can make it with OLCC, the better. So.
Yeah.
But we got to have partners that are willing to take on a big chunk of the organization.
Yeah. And I've been in contact with them. So multiple people talking to them,
Good.
trying to set up a meeting with
Good,
other.
good, thank you.
So it's in the works.
Good,
I know they're excited. They want to. So
yeah.
whenever we get together, couldn't tell you, but
And my other,
we've been talking about it.
my other comment is thank you all DEC for a great job this last year. It's been
Mhm.
good. And Evelyn, welcome. Good to
Yeah.
have you here.
I know. Thanks for
Yeah,
being here.
Good support from the city. Thanks,
Mhm.
Jerry, for your help this year. You've had some wonderful insight.
Yeah.
So look forward to work. You're still going to be our liaison next year, right?
Unless somebody forces me out of it. I mean,
No, okay, good.
I plan on staying with both DEC and Arts Commission.
Huh.
Nobody else wants the Arts Commission. I love it to death. So but I plan on keeping both of my
Good,
seats. So
good. I like that consistency.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like great year, and next year will be even better. And I think we've got a great crew, and hopefully get one person
Yeah.
next couple months. And
Yeah.
I think it'll be a lot of cool stuff next year and
Yeah.
big decisions. But
Well, and I think no matter what direction we go is whether we stay in Main Street or economic, it's all about doing what we think is best for
the
Estacada.
city.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah, we don't get anything out of it, other than our city
Yeah.
benefiting.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Julie and Jerry, for being here. Feel better, sir. Get some rest. And if nobody has any more comments, I will.
I'd like
yeah.
to say
One more.
the background that Julie's got going on is absolutely beautiful, and I absolutely love every bit of it. Just the light coming in, it gives her a glow, and I love
Oh,
it.
wow.
I
Yeah.
Thank
know.
you.
I noticed that earlier, and I was like, "Oh, those windows," because that's real.
Well, what you don't see is the messy bed just here off to
Love it.
the
Beautiful.
I guess I have a question for Lonzo.
Hmm.
Anything planned for the holidays? Anything special going on at Time Travelers?
I think we're doing a Santa Claus thing.
Oh,
That
that's
this is my mother-in-law's expertise. She's like the event coordinator. We just had a wreath thing.
Got cookie decorating.
Cookie
right?
decorating.
And you've been in business 2 years now or just 1 full year?
This is gonna be 1 full year. I kind of dropped the ball with planning a 1-year anniversary
Yeah.
on the
New
1-year
Year's.
anniversary. But I think if we push it out like January
Okay.
or February, we'll be able to do something big. I am starting to brew. I have a recipe for the Nectar of the Gods, which is going to be our 1-year anniversary beer. It's going to be like a 14% imperial stout.
Mm,
So it's
sounds
gonna be
just
real
like
dark,
Connie.
real heavy.
Connie's name is on that one.
Yes, but yeah, it's gosh, I couldn't imagine my life anywhere else but here. This is
Thank you.
yeah, this is incredible. And my chef just finished his culinary school, and so we have a classically trained chef there now, and he's a local too. He's born and raised here. And yeah, we're still growing, and yeah, everything's awesome. Everything's awesome.
And great job as chair, Hannah. Good
Oh.
job.
And you're
Somebody's
having
gotta do it.
the Forest Service in your building, is
No
that right?
Huh?
No update, probably.
Yeah, no update.
No update?
Hopefully Chamber and Forest. and
Yeah.
Somebody next to him.
Oh,
We'll
that's
see.
awesome.
Yeah, we're
Mounted-
doing property
Yeah.
drawings, and we gotta get drawings and approval by the city, and it's all a process, but
Mount Hood Territories is open up again in January, the grants applications. So the chamber will be
going
applying for grant money again.
And
We'll
I
see.
also got a
Hopefully
phone call
summer.
from the guy who bought the building across the street from
Yeah,
us. He's looking to fill it with
Fill it, yeah.
something.
I hope he looks at maybe more than just one business
Mhm.
going in there.
Yeah.
I think he
something.
wants anything, to
Mhm,
be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. but-
gotta be a hefty
Okay.
mortgage.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Appreciate you guys, and 10, 11
Julie.
a.m. Julie
Bye, Jerry.
Julie adjourned, meeting adjourned.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
you.